Coach, as you look at this offensive line, the way that it's going to shake out, do you feel like maybe you have more options than you've had over the past couple of years?
You may be right there. I really like everybody's played a couple of different positions. For example, John Simpson's played some tackle now. Justin Falcinelli plays guard and center. Gage Cervenka, guard and center. So we're starting to multiply. Cade Stewart plays all three, center, guard, and tackle. So only the youngest ones have we not moved around too much. Obviously, Blake Benson can play either side, things like that. Matt Bockhorst can play either guard, but I love where everybody's at right now, mentally and physically. They've added weight, they've added strength. They're coaching each other. Obviously, we can't be out there, so it's fun what I'm hearing. So I'm anxious to see it.
What have you seen from Jackson over the summer as far as his body changing some?
Well, he's lost weight. He's down close to 20 pounds, so that's really helping. It's going to help him be able to bend better. And he's played, one thing that was impressive about him, he played guard and tackle just getting here in January and did a good job mentally. Obviously, he didn't face as many stunts and blitzes working with the third group as much as the older guys did, but, he's making progress in that regard.
Kind of held him back a little bit as far as everybody wants him to be, first or second team, and maybe he didn't jump into that. What holds him back?
Well, the people do, because they read what y'all write. He's ranked whatever. I don't even pay that stuff any attention. Matter of fact, I wish they didn't do it because it screws kids' heads up more than anything else. But he was ranked so high up this and that. He's a freshman. He's gonna start all over. He's a JV player working his way up again. So, the talent level that you go against, the number of people in the stands, all these things had an effect. Now, you think about it, the biggest crowd that kids ever played in front of, maybe 10,000 people. So it's quite a bit different.
What do you see the redshirt freshmen fitting in this year?
I think they're going to play a good role, a vital role. Particularly Blake and Matt, they missed their senior year. And so getting back into the swing of it, and then of course you have Noah DeHaan were the three that we were able to redshirt. But Noah did play his senior year. Now he has a little injury where he's working through right now, but the other two are really come on and added bulk, added strength, obviously knowledge, and the speed of the game is really is coming down to them now, or they're moving up to it. So big change.
What's Noah's injury?
He's got a little problem with his shoulder right now, so he's about to get back full speed. He's been holding him back a little bit in the weight room, but he's still 305 pounds, so it's looking good.
How much did it help having Mitch back?
Oh, tremendously. I mean, just the fact that the knowledge, it gives you a chance to bring guys along like Blake, like Noah, like Jackson, being able to get them to a point where, not only can he help teach them, he's the actual live shot of it being done. So it's easy for me to teach you what to do. It's hard for me to demonstrate what to do anymore. It's above my head now.
You said Jackson was down 20 pounds. Is that a good playable weight for him right now, or is he still a little bit?
We're still working.
Okay.
We're still working to get down there. But he's still a little bit heavy, but he's working at it and really learning to adjust. Having all this food is just, you got to be able to say, no, I'm living proof of it. You can't outwork a bad diet. So that's what you have to learn to do.
Anybody else impress you this summer?
Well, listen, I know it's cliche, but every one of them, I just looked at the records yesterday. Everybody's gone up in strength. Everybody's gone up in weight. Coach Batson and his crew, and Paul Hogan, who works directly with the offensive line, have just been phenomenal. You know, he teaches the techniques. You know, he's an old lineman himself, so he knows what they go through, and they're running better. You know, those big guys, they're running pretty good, so I'm excited about that.
Robbie, all the talk's been about the 4 defensive linemen coming back, and everybody's excited about those 3 guys that did come back, those seniors. But you got a guy come back that a lot of people thought would go pro after last year too, Mitch. Talk about what that means to have him back for a 4th year.
Well, first of all, let's address the first question. None of y'all like talking about offensive linemen. We ain't got any statistics. We don't have nothing. But you're the first to blame. So I understand that. That's the nature of what we do. And that's why we're different from everybody else. They're wonderful, wonderful people. And but Mitch coming back has just been remarkable for the group, because not only his leadership, but you know, his work ethic is just, he never says a word, he just does it. And the fact that he can help teach these young ones, you know, by being the example and get across what I'm trying to get them to do, is just, you can't put a value on that. I mean, it's just remarkable. And then the fact that, see, you got a tackle position over here, with move one out, put him at guard, they'll still play both, but it kind of balances out. Tremaine can play either side, but the fact that Mitch is there to help me bring some of these young ones along, it's just great value to the program.
Where's he grown in his 4 years? You've seen him from the time he was a freshman, walked in, to where he is now as a senior.
Well, what people forget, he came in here at 272 pounds. All right, right now he's about 315, and that's what we're hoping to hold. Each year he's gone up, you know, at least 10, and then, you know, trying to hold it is different. And when we say add weight, you know, putting on fat's easy. Putting on muscle mass is a little different. It's a little harder job, and that's what he's done. His waist size really hasn't changed, but his weight's going up. You know, he's maintained his quickness and his strength and his knowledge. So that's where he has really progressed over time. And, you know, going against great players every day in practice has really helped him. The next level will not be a big transition, because he's going to see it every day in practice. Now, you know, hopefully we can keep him healthy, and, you know, things like, you never hear of Mitch played all year with a, I don't know, wrist that bothered him, but, you know, he said a word about his job. You know, he doesn't make excuses. You don't hear much out of him because he does a great job. Doesn't give up sacks, you know, doesn't make many mistakes, can move people. And his ability to bend and play as low as he does allows him to play the position with great, you know, physical. It looks like he's bigger than he is because of his pad level.
I think being in a position of responsibility for John, kind of bring him along this year. This is kind of the year he takes the next.
Yeah, John's going to be fantastic. I think he's got a chance to be